friends, and this lecture we have to discuss about the topology. Myself, Professor V.K. Barbudhe. What is topology? Topology is nothing but the structure of a network, how all the components are interconnected together. First, network. Network means that will be the connection of different components together, that is generate a network, and how that network will be connected together, that will be defined on the basis of topology. That topology will be divided into two parts, that is physical topology and logical topology. First, you have to focus on physical topology. Physical topology, that means the geometrical representation of all nodes in a network. That physical topology will be divided into number of parts, that is type of topology is bus topology, ring topology, tree topology, star topology, mesh topology, and hybrid topology. Bus topology, that is nothing but the design in a such a way that all the stations are connected through a single cable known as a backbone cable. Means all connected PC will be connected to the one single cable, that is called as a bus topology. Each node is either connected to the backbone cable by drop cable or directly connected to the backbone cable. When node want to send a message over the network, it put message over the network. All the stations available in the network receive the message whether it has been addressed or not. Suppose you consider to send the data on network, means when you use the bus topology, the data transmission will be takes place, then the data will be received by all the nearest and connected nodes that will not define on the basis of this address. The bus topology is mainly used in 802.3, that is Ethernet, and the 802.4 standard network. The configuration of bus topology is quite simpler as compared to other topology. We will discuss the all topology one by one. The backbone cable is considered as a single line through which the message is broadcast to all stations. The most common access method of bus topology is CSMA. That will be the access method used by the topology. That is CSMA means the carrier sends multiple access. Then you have to discuss about some points on a CSMA. That CSMA, it is a media access control used to control the data flow so that the data integrity is maintained. The packet do not get lost. There are two alternative ways to handling the problem that occur when two nodes send the message simultaneously. That happen in a bus topology mainly. Why? Because the number of components are connected together with the help of one bus. No one know which computer will send the message at one time. That's why all can send message at the same time. That's why that collision will occur. For that purpose, you have used this CSMA technique. That was CSMA CD, that collision detection. CSMA with collision detection is an access method used to detect the collision. Once the collision is detected, the sender will stop the transmitting the data. Therefore, it works on a recovery after the collision. And suppose you use the collision avoidance, means that will be the CSMA CA. The access method used to avoid the collision by checking whether the transmission media is busy or not. If busy, then its sender wait until some time. The media will fail. Or ideal. The technique effectively reduces the possibility of collision. It does not work on recovery after collision because that will perform the collision avoidance. When collision is not generated with the help of this collision avoidance technique, then that recovery after collision does not work. Advantages of bus topology on other networks. Suppose you consider first point, that would be the low cost cable. In bus topology, nodes are directly connected to the cable without passing through the hub. Therefore, initial cost of installation is low. Then, moderate data speed. Coaxial or twisted pair cable are mainly used in bus-based network that support up to 10 Mbps speed. That's why that moderate data speed will be up to 10 Mbps. Then third point, that will be the familiar technology. Suppose you consider the bus topology is familiar technology as installation and the troubleshooting technique are well known. because the direct connection will be takes place with the cable. That's why that bus topology installation and troubleshooting technique will be easy. Then hardware components are easily available. Then last point, that will be the advantage, that limited failure. A failure in one node will not have any effect on other node, because suppose you are connected all component to one bus network, then suppose one PC is fail, then what happen, you have to replace this PC directly without any disturbing a complete network. Then disadvantages of bus topology. First, extensive cabling. A bus topology is quite simpler, but still it requires a lots of cabling. Difficult troubleshooting. It requires specialized test equipment to determine the cable fault. If any fault occur in a cable, then it would disturb the communication of all the nodes. Then signal interference. If two nodes send the message simultaneously, the signal of both nodes collide with each other. That's why you have used the carrier sense multiple technique to reduce the collision avoidance and collision detection technique. With the help of this, your signal interference will reduce. Then reconfiguration difficult. Adding new device to the network would slow down the network, because all PC are connected directly to the one line. That's why that will provide the installation will slow down the network. Then attenuation. Attenuation is the loss of signal led to communicate issue. Repeater are used to regenerate the signal. If you want to amplify the signal, that's why you are used to repeater for that purpose. Ring topology is like bus topology. If you consider about a bus topology, all PC are connected together with the help of one single cable. But in ring topology, you have connected this PC same as that of bus topology, but only two ends are connected together, means that form a complete circle. That is called as a ring topology. The node that receive the message from previous computer will retransmit the next node. Here in ring topology, you have transmit the data from one PC to another PC, meaning sequence wise. In bus topology, you have to transmit the data anywhere, but here you have to transmit the data. First computer will send message to the second computer, second computer will send message to the third computer, and so on. That process will follow by the ring topology. The data flow in one direction, it is unidirectional. Data flow in single loops continuously, known as endless loop, because this will be the ring structure. It has no terminated end. Each node is connected to the other node having no termination point. The data in a ring topology flow in clockwise direction, that always follow the clockwise direction for data transmission process from one point to another point, and that will not end, because that will be the endless ring structure will be there. Then the common access method by the ring topology is token passing. What is meant by token passing? Token passing is a network access method in which token is passed from one node to the another node. What is meant by token? Token is a frame that circulate around the network. If you generate the complete data into number of frames, and that will be circulate from one point to another point, that will be called as a token passing. What will be the working of token passing? A token passing move around the network, and it pass from computer to computer until it reaches to the destination. Means that will provide some address of particular PC, and that address will decide the destination. The sender modifies the token by putting the address along the data, and the data is passed from one device to another device until the destination address matches. Suppose that the destination address will match, then the data will be surrendered to the destination box or destination computer. Once the token received by the destination device, it sends acknowledgement to the sender. That acknowledgement will decide that receiver will receive the message and sender will stop sending repeatedly. In ring topology, a token is used as a Then advantages of ring topology. Suppose you consider the first advantage will be the network management of ring topology. Fault devices can be removed from network without bringing a network down. Ring topology will provide the fault device can be removed. Then product availability. Many hardware and software tools for network operation and monitoring are unavailable. Means that will be the product availability. Then third point that will be you have discussed, that is cost. Twisted pair cabling is inexpensive and they easily available. Therefore, the installation cost is very low. Then reliable. It is more reliable network because the communication system is not dependent on a single host computer. Means that will form a one complete structure and all PC are connected together and all are responsible for any operation. That's why that will be the reliable. If you consider the disadvantage of ring topology, first, that is difficult troubleshooting. It requires specialized test equipment to determine the cable fault. If any fault occur in the cable, then it would disrupt the communication for all the nodes. Failure. The breakdown in one station led to the failure of overall network. Suppose one station will fail, then what happen? The overall network of ring topology will fail because all are connected together in one structure, that is called as a ring topology. Reconfiguration difficult. If suppose you have want to add one extra device with the help of this ring topology, the adding new device in a network will be slow down the network and that will be the difficult task. Then delay. The communication delay is directly proportional to the number of nodes. Adding new device increase the communication delay. That is star topology. Star topology is an arrangement of the network in which every node is connected to the center hub, switch or central hub. You have seen that particular diagram of star network. Suppose one hub is there and all computer will connect it together with the help of this hub or switch or center computer. The center computer is also known as a server and the peripheral devices attached to the server is known as client. Coaxial cable, RJ45 cable are used to connect the computers. The hub or switches is mainly used as connection devices in the physical star topology. Star topology means just like one center computer is there and number of computers are connected directly to one center computer. The star topology is most popular topology and the network implementation. Suppose you consider the advantages and disadvantages of star topology. First, you want to focus on advantages of star topology. Efficient troubleshooting. The troubleshooting is quite efficient in star topology as compared to the bus topology. In bus topology, the manager has to inspect the kilometer of cables. In star topology, all the stations are connected to the center network. That's why, therefore, network administration has to go a single station to troubleshoot the problem. Then, network control. Suppose you consider that will be the advantage. The complex network control feature can be easily implemented in star topology because all are connected to the server. Any changes made in a topology are automatically accommodated. Then limited failure. Each station is connected to the center hub with its own cable. Therefore, the failure in one cable will not affect the entire network. Suppose one PC is failure occur, then what happens? You have to replace this one PC and whole network as it is work is done. The familiar technology. Star topology is familiar technology as the tool are cost effectively. Then easily expandable. It is expandable as new station can be added to the open port on the hub. Means you have to connect directly one station, that will be a new station directly to the hub. That's why they easily expandable station. Then cost effective. Star topology network are cost effective as it use inexpensive coaxial cable. Then what about the data speed? It supports the bandwidth of approximately 100 Mbps because all are connected to to one server. That's why that will increase the speed. Ethernet 100 Mbps is one of the most popular star topology network. Then disadvantages of star topology. First, a center point of failure. Suppose that would be the most important disadvantage of star topology. Suppose center hub is failure, then what happens? The all connected node will not able to communicate with each other because all are connected to the center hub. And suppose you consider second, that will be the cable. Sometimes cable routing become difficult when significant amount of routing is required. That will be the disadvantage of star topology. Next, mesh topology. Mesh topology is an arrangement of a network in which computers are interconnected with each other through the various redundant connections. There are multiple paths from one computer to another computer. It does not contain the switch, hub or any center computer which act as a center point of communication. Suppose you consider the internet is an example of mesh topology. Mesh topology mainly used in wireless area network implementation where communication failure are critical concern. Mesh topology is mainly used in wireless network. Mesh topology can be formed by using formula number of cables is equal to n multiplied with n minus 1 divided by 2, where that n will represent the nodes that represent the network. Right? Then mesh topology is divided into two parts. That will be the fully connected mesh topology, partially connected mesh topology. First, you have to discuss about the fully connected mesh topology. That full mesh topology, each computer is connected to the all computer available in the network. Means that is called as a full mesh topology. Then suppose you are connected the partial mesh topology. In partial mesh topology, not all the computer are connected to those computer with each communicate frequently. Means suppose your connection will be takes place on the basis of connection used. Suppose you are connected with one another most of the times, that's why that will be the connection will be. Advantages of mesh topology. That will be the reliable. The mesh topology network are very reliable as if any link breakdown will not affect the communication between the connected computer. Then that will be the fast communication. Communication is very fast between two nodes with the help of this technology. Then earlier you have discussed that will be the advantages. Last advantage, that will be the easier reconfiguration. Adding new device would not disturb the communication between the other devices. Then last, that is disadvantages of mesh communication, mesh topology, that is cost. Mesh topology contain a large number of connected devices such as router and more transmission media than other topology. Then management. The mesh topology network are very large and very difficult to maintain and manage. If the network is not monitored carefully, the communication link failure goes undetected. That will be the disadvantage. Then efficiency and topology, redundant connection are high that reduce the efficiency of network. That will be the disadvantage of mesh topology. Tree topology. In this tree topology, we combine the characteristic of bus topology and star topology. Means you have combined star topology and bus topology, that will generate the tree topology. Tree topology is the type of structure in which the computer are connected with each other in hierarchical fashion. The most important point, that will be the only one path exists between the two nodes for data transmission, and it forms a parent-child hierarchy. The topmost node of the tree topology is known as a root node, and the other node are Advantages of tree topology. If you consider the advantages that support the broadband transmission. The tree topology is mainly used for provide the broadband transmission, that is signal are sent over the long distance without being attenuated. That is the main advantage of tree topology. Then easily expandable, we can add new devices to the existing network, therefore we can say that tree topology is easily expandable as compared to both previous, that is tree star topology and bus topology. Easily manageable, the tree topology whole network is divided into segment known as a star network, which can be easily managed and maintained. Error detection, that error detection and error correction are very easy in tree topology, that also use some technique for error detection and error correction. Then the limited failure, the breakdown is one station does not affect the entire network, because that will use two structures, that will be the bus topology and star topology, or hierarchical structure will be there. That's why that limited failure, a breakdown of one station does not affect on that network. And the point to point or wiring, that will be the point to point wiring of individual segment will be there. That's why that will provide the advantage. Then disadvantage of tree topology, the difficult troubleshooting. If any fault occur in one node, it becomes very difficult to troubleshoot the problem. Why? Because that will use the different structure for combination. Then high cost, if devices require broadband transmission are very costly. Then failure, the tree topology mainly relies on main bus cable, and failure in a main bus cable will damage the overall network, because that will use the bus structure and then that will use the star structure will combine with that. Will suppose you have failed that bus structure, then whole network will destroy. Then reconfiguration difficult, if new devices are added, then it become difficult to reconfiguration. Then hybrid topology means, in hybrid topology, if you understand the connection of hybrid topology, that will use all structure, that is star network, bus network, ring network and tree network. All these will be used with the help of this hybrid network. The combination of various different topology is known as a hybrid topology. Hybrid topology is a connection between different link and node to transfer the data. When two or more different topology are combined together to form a hybrid topology, if the similar topology are connected with each other, will not result the hybrid topology. For example, if there exists a ring topology in one branch in bank and second bus topology in another branch, that will be connecting these two topology will result the hybrid topology. Then advantages of hybrid topology, that will be the reliable. If the fault occur in any part of the network, will not affect the functioning of the rest of the network. Then scalable, the size of the network can be easily expanded by adding new device without affecting the functionality of existing system. Then flexibility, this topology is very flexible as it can design according to the requirement of organization. Then because that will use all the structure in one network, that's why that will be the more flexible. Effective, hybrid topology is very effective as it can be designed in such a way that the strength of the network maximize, weakness of the network is minimized. Then disadvantage of this technology, complex design. The design of this hybrid technology will be complex because that will use star topology, bus topology, tree topology and mesh topology in one network. That's why that will be the structure will be complex. Then costly, hub are used in hybrid topology are very expensive, as these hub are different for usual hubs used in other topology. That's why that will be the costly. Then the costly infrastructure will be there. The infrastructure cost is very high as hybrid network require a lots of cabling network devices. That's why that will be the hybrid.